I'm poning myself by even making these videos and having this channel. Like,
what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the American Harlan homeless Holocaust. I got a tip off that this was a diss video. It was a response video, but it apparently is quite vague. What do you got to say? What do you got to say? Because I can't really communicate directly on your channel. I can't make a comment on your channel about anything. So it's a closed. You've walled off. You've fortified your channel around any sort of like feedback at all, good or bad. So how else do I engage with your channel outside of making my own videos on my own channel? And to be honest, like I had no particular interest in covering you at all. It's just like I had people in my comment section was, please cover this guy, please cover this guy, please cover this guy. And you do have like a weird overlap with the American homeless Holocaust, Paul B, in weird and different ways that like, are you cribbing on this guy? Have you been copying Paul's homework? Is he your like OG daddy from Minnesota? But all right, take it away, Harlan. I'll try my best to be fair and be as objective as I possibly can. I think I've been pretty fair to Harlan, all in all.
yo, and welcome back to another vlog entry on iSpooge Daily channel. We'll go to 20 minutes, see what comes out, topic ideas. I mean, it's in a way just therapy. Like, I gotta get this self-expression out because that's a basic human need, right?
Yeah, no, it is actually cathartic to express yourself in a way that, well, I mean, I guess Harlan doesn't have a social circle, so there's no one really to riff with. There's no one to like get any feedback from that would have your best interests at heart. So I guess when all you have is yourself, then yeah, like this would be, I would think, a point of therapy in a way.
But then I know that the only people who say anything on the channel have nothing nice or nothing constructive to say.
Well, no one can say anything about the channel because you don't have your comments open, and no one really interacts with you on Twitter, and certainly no one interacts on that forum you have. So are there other channels out there that are dissing you, Harlan? Are there others out there that are like getting on your nerves, being unfair?
Rather than focusing on my strengths and building me up, they focus on any little time, like any.
I mean, I don't think that's a fair assessment. I think I've tried to be as objective and like, you know, fair and balanced as I possibly can, but there's way too many curiosities about yourself, Harlan, that I can't really look past. This just wouldn't be in my nature to look past. And there's things that just don't make sense or add up, or a worldview that doesn't quite make sense.
Any weakness that they can tear apart and critique and analyze. And then they get all these details wrong. So what's your channel even doing?
Well, you've had a very long history on the platform, Harlan. I don't keep spreadsheets and Excel documents open at all times trying to track your journey. I go by what I've watched. If there is anything that I'm saying that is incorrect, well, you can come to my channel and correct the record. I will not ban you. I will not censor you. I will do nothing of the sort. I will pin your comment if you feel like you have been somehow maligned.
Critiquing and analyzing and getting it all wrong. It's an AstroTurf platform. I can see through what's going on one of these.
Well, what are the examples? Give me a few examples in the follow-up video.
I've worked with world-class marketing people. I'm a world-class product person. And I see what's going on, and I'm not.
What's the world-class product that you've released? Because is the car pewter, has it been picked up as someone like, you know, wanted to distribute it, want to take it worldwide? Like what is your big claim to fame outside of Open Table, which doesn't seem to be a claim to fame?
I'm not going to spell it out. I'm not going to say which channel or what they're doing, but I see it, and it's being done, and it's not organic.
It's that Turkey Tom, isn't it? It's Turkey Tom. I know it.
It is AstroTurf. It's fake. And oh my gosh, I'm a megalomaniac? No, I'm a person with an 8-figure settlement against a big tech company.
Well, how did that work out for you? How did that work out? So what is like that 8-figure, like, so that would be like 10 million to what, $99 million settlement that you didn't win? Is that a boast? Is that like, I was suing a company for this amount, and Is that am I meant to be impressed? Like, you had the audacity to do it, or you had the gumption? I don't know.
People who attempted murder,
Moida.
but God didn't let that happen.
Yeah, he's peering over Paul's notes. Yep. Murder. All right. They murdered me. They hit me with a H-bomb. They lit me on fire.
The world gets smaller and smaller for these people legally and socially. The world, it's small for me now, but it was small for me when I was born. So yeah, it doesn't make sense to go on these channels and comment on their videos and try to argue with them. No, maybe it makes sense to go on there and see if reporting it for something makes sense, because
Oh, come on, Harlan. That's pussy level. That's I didn't think you would be like, a big advocate of censorship, but I guess when it comes to him, I guess you could throw that out the window.
that is the talking that works.
Ooh,
If you engage with the channel, it
some pussy level shit, as Wayne says. Some pussy level shit.
pops
So that's part of the reason that I am the way I am and why I'm so brutal and come up with the term pussy level
up.
teachers.
And these marketing traits that they're doing that I see, it is meant for
Who the hell? Who is? All right, if this is all marketing, it's astroturfed and it's all fake. Who the fuck is paying me? Where's my check? I want a goddamn check. And also, like, why aren't they propping me up on the algorithm? If this is all by like a shadow company, maybe it's an open table sort of hit piece or like an open table like slander campaign. Did they not put enough money Google's way to prop me up in the algorithm so I've got like, multiple thousands of subscribers and like my videos do really well? Like, no. You have like, I want to say 3x my subscribers.
for a certain reason. Like I'm just gonna be vague. But marketing is for something. There's somebody nearby, so I don't want to talk too loud or detailed.
Be very quiet.
But yes, at least one of these channels that focuses on me is not organic. There's a well-known character who goes along these channels as well. They are not organic either. I'm pretty sure I know who they are. But yeah, so I got called off work after 2 hours today. I did order 2 work shirts before work as well, so
She had 2 hours. I need Harlan's schedule. I don't want to work 2 hours. I don't want to do more than that.
I spent about 60. I made about 30, if that.
Jeez, it's like Egyptian cotton. What is this?
Yeah, I think most of my work gets done by about noon. So even though I've got the day free now, working those 2 hours
Takes it out of you. Really does. Those brutal 2-hour shifts. Oh my God! Let the man record in peace. Stop living your goddamn life. He's trying to record a very important video.
Yeah, I'm honing myself by even making these videos and having this channel. Like, it's
Kind of, sort of, little bit, little bit.
literally just a fish tank for my haters to come and beat up on me through. Because I've made it clear to everybody that I don't make friends online. And I don't know how many people are new to the channel in every video and how many people come back, how many people go on to watch videos. But yeah, and I know it's like hella boring and probably stale.
After so many years in the game, Harlan, you've been sort of banging the same old drum. You could say that's a fair assessment. You're beating up on yourself, Harlan. You're doing my job for me.
Which, I'm sure everybody's bored of it by now who's been around since the channel was 50 users and now 50 subscribers and now it's 1,000.
Well, I think you got to mix it up, Harlan. Like, take it in a different direction. I don't know what that direction is, but there's probably a way. What is the big? I am a 30-odd-year-old male, no prospects in life, working menial job, dropping out of society. Like, make that content. Make that content, Harlan, because I think with the way the algorithm is going right now, you could probably get a tailwind out of it. Or you can clickbait people. Like, just do that. That is one avenue you can go right now that possibly could grow the channel. But I don't know if you want to grow the channel. I feel like you like it around the way it is now. And yeah, I think if you keep the comments closed and don't have any interaction. I think YouTube generally doesn't like that. They like you to have comments open, interact, and I guess some way, somehow, in whatever way they do it, it will probably boost your videos.
But yeah, imagine that. Like you're a homeless guy. You're like being an example for the world of how to get out of homelessness, and nobody really has anything good to say.
I'm just going to be honest, Harlan. Like, I don't think you're a great example of that at all. I think you're the anti-example. I don't think your process is particularly relevant to anyone.
And like everyone just has their rationalizations about how it's my fault if I was doing this or that different. Then clearly I wouldn't have been on the street for all these years.
Well, I've come to the conclusion is this is what you want, Harlan. This is actually where you want to be in life. It's weirdly interesting. It's an interesting idea. It's like an interesting kind of way of living. I don't know if it's like particularly all that fun, but it seems to be where you want to be in life. And there's doesn't seem to be any impetus to really move on past it, which is it's pretty sad. It's a sad thing.
Like really, I just wish that I grew up not thinking I had a dad, because that's really
So,
what screwed me, was thinking I had parents.
so am I correct to say he beat you up? I want to say there was physical violence and possibly abuse from the father's side, and he was a heavy drinker. Am I allowed to say that? Is that correct? Is that factually correct, Mr. Harlan?
Thinking my parents did a good job, did their best, etc. No, now that I see people like them from working in this like blue collar life,
Well, how do we? I mean, I can only trust your word, Harlan, and I don't think your word's very trustworthy. So, how do I not know that they were actually very loving and very supportive, and you were just like a complete shitbag teen or a shitbag son?
no, they could have done a lot better.
All right. How so? Like anything in particular? How so? Because I think my parents did actually a really good job with me. I had a teens into 20s were kind of a difficult stage, but I eventually took wing, got independent, found a path that what I was happy with. You know, there were ups and downs, but all in all, they were generally supportive people, and I would think they did a good job.
God lets people suffer for a while.
Harlan, you got 20 minutes, and unless these people stop bothering you, and it's like he's taking very pregnant pauses, and I have this on 2x.
Job, we let him suffer for a while, right? Joseph
You got to have the patience of Job sometimes, Harlan, with you.
sat in jail for a long time, suffering, right? Jesus suffered a good amount, right?
Yeah, I would say
Well, my middle
so.
name starts with J, so there's that.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. It all connects back.
I really don't understand how people who I thought I knew for so long, I thought would be lifelong friends, can just ignore my emails. And then,
Well, Harlan, is it correct to say that you initially ignored them for a very long time? So you didn't open your emails, so you had no idea that they could possibly be emailing you or trying to contact you, but because you had the anxiety over opening up your emails, you didn't want to look. And now they've taken that as oh, well, Harlan doesn't want to talk to me anymore. This is a diss. I guess he moved on. From what I understand now, you are actually you've overcome the fear and now are opening up the emails. But this is only a recent development, to which I congratulate you. Well done, Harlan, for overcoming your fear of Gmail.
this channel who is purposely doing action against me, like, they've set themselves up to be, like, cut through the BS. The authority to cut through the BS on me, because
I'm not the authority. I'm just making observations from the content you put out. I've made observations, good or bad. It's mostly on the critique side, but it's also like there is objectivity.
got 600 videos. Who has time for all that? Let's just watch this one video by this honest, upstanding.
I can't do 600 videos, Harlan. It's not going to happen. I can't do it. I can't do the complete DVD box set. It's just not going to happen. No, I'm not going to do that.
Standing fellow critiquing and analyzing this homeless guy and getting surface level all these facts wrong. So I think, yeah, I don't want to say too much about it, but
Well, I need you to, and then maybe in the next video, correct the record. Like, find in particular things that I've said that are just factually incorrect. because I always approach the channel as like, I don't really know much about Harlan. It's what people say in my comments. Maybe that's the AstroTurf, and I've bought into it.
Just think about what helps them. That's what they would need to manipulate me into doing. Just think about what hurts me. That's what they would be manipulating the video into doing. Oh, that's awfully vague. I'm just making up claims, yada yada, and then they'll project and accuse me of what they're doing.
Accuse you of what I'm doing. I don't know if I've actually given much of my personal account of my life or anything in particular. I'm not really about that. I don't air my dirty laundry all over the internet for people to see. I'm not that stupid.
It is true that the fool who keeps their mouth shut, can be mistaken for a wise person. But I don't think it's always foolish to look like a fool or to say things that sound foolish, especially if they're true. You know, the reason that perjury and that abusing the process is such a serious crime is why I'm so upset with these people. It's not about, ooh, I got fired, ooh. No, there was no problem. I got fired, I moved on. But when they started abusing processes, that's when I started getting mad. And I still never threatened anybody, or even, you know, if you do something like that, a lot of stuff that isn't threatening is going to feel threatening. And that's the basis for it. They feel threatened. I can't control that. I can't control that they did all that misconduct. That would make anybody very angry. But I think I directed it in a way that was more constructive than most people. I'm a shining example. Like, I will be the example to follow when all this is through. I will be the person shutting down contact from people who used to ignore me when this is through. Like, this is what so many people have always felt and never felt the way about life that I used to feel that was taken away from me. But because I know how good it was and what it feels like, I can be a voice of hope for the people who never had it, like my brother. That's a failure on my part. That hurts, but it's also a lesson on my part. It's not a pattern that repeated more than once. I'll say for a fact that there's no picture of me sticking my middle finger up anywhere. So if you see that on the cover image of a video, don't even engage with the...
It was a screenshot from one of your goddamn videos. You flipped off a security guy, and you showed in the video you stick the middle finger up. It's a screenshot from that video. Yes, it exists. It is factually correct.
The channel, don't try to argue. Just report the video as being harassing. It's fake. It's not real.
Never happened.
Buy something. Another thing too. I came out of the laundromat, and this, you know, security guard, it's his job, whatever, but he was looking extra hard, and I gave him like this, and flipped him off. Yeah, I don't swear. Is that swearing? I'll flip off a security guard who's watching me extra hard, even though I look like I deserve to be watched extra hard right now. I kind of look like a bum, don't I? Oh, you know what? Guess where I got this GitHub shirt from? Now, have I ever flipped somebody off? Yes. I counted as swearing. I've sworn 2 times.
Yeah, so there you go. You flipped the camera off, and you related the story of flipping the security guy off. So that's like, it's generally what you did.
This year. Once was when I flipped off a security guard. Unless this person is that security guard and took that picture, it's a fake picture.
It's a picture from your fucking video, dumbass. You fucking moron.
The other time was in early January. I think I said the F word about something.
Oof.
I'd have to go back. Like, I don't have a swearing log necessarily, but I mentioned it for accountability.
Ooh.
And then I think I swore 2 times all of last year as well. And another time it was also flipping off the Starbucks as I walked out and started my boycott. And it was from the back. I stuck it up and I walked out.
So petulant. So petulant.
Oh, I didn't come back. Flipping people off is not something I'm in the habit of doing. But yeah, sort of like everything else.
God damn, I don't know if I've flipped anyone off in years. I can't, like to a random stranger or service worker, like at a Starbucks. It's like, or a security guard. Like, I can't even recall. I think I may have flipped off a speed camera, like, you know, the little. I may have done that once.
You know, before I was even homeless, I knew that as I degraded out here, as I went down the toilet, like every day, I know that tomorrow is going to be, I'm going to be a little bit weaker, a little bit older, a little bit more beat down, a little bit more misfortune has happened to me. So every day is the best day of my life out here. And I sort of live like it's my last day because tomorrow is going to be not quite as good. And that's been the case every day for almost 6 years, for almost 7 years out here. And so having channels and people out there that are dedicated to spreading lies and untruths and, well, it's like half-truths about me. Because, yeah, making a fake picture of me flipping off somebody because I said that I flipped off a security guard, like, is that depicting the event that didn't actually happen or not?
I can clip it. I can clip it if you want to see it.
One could interpret it either way, right? Because it's not an actual picture. But it is something that I admitted.
Oh, you told a story. You were expressive while telling the story. You flipped off your own camera. So it relates to the story. It's factually consistent with the story you were telling, Harlan. So it's not CCTV. It's from your own video. Oh my God, this is a tech genius here.
to doing because I'm transparent and accountable about some things on this channel.
Apparently, you're not accountable about this one.
About some things. You want me to be transparent about everything? Get me to 10,000 a month. Then we can start talking about being transparent about everything.
No, I'll hold on to that.
Because that's still not even a lot of money for me. I've made more than 10,000 a month. It's not a big deal. It's not that much money.
Good. We'll make it again. If you can do it, make that kind of money again.
So the idea that I would be out here trying to scam some people for a little donation to see, oh, this is just part of the scam. Just make him feel like he could be doing so much better. Right?
He has some sort of mentoring service that like the initial consultation is like $3,000. If that's factually incorrect, I do apologize. I've seen it mentioned on my channel. If that's factually incorrect, I will correct the record.
Right? See, the people who see me positively, and the people who don't. But the thing is, the people
who are the people who see you positively? Who are those people, Harlan? Like, give me examples. Like, who in your life sees you positively? Is there, or is it just like nebulous, like rando online somewhere that might give you a thumbs up?
People who don't are very vocal about it, and they can get under the skin of people who do, and just turn them into converts, or just make them feel like I don't want to deal with this drama. Like someone sees that fake picture of me sticking my middle finger up, they're gonna say, "Oh God," and because I'm homeless, and because maybe they've heard about my real, legit legal struggles before that some people might call drama, they're gonna be like, "Oh God, what's this drama queen doing now?" Right? So that is purely defamatory.
There is an essence of that where, like, you know, what outrageous thing is he saying today? What kind of whacked out Californian Silicon Valley brain what is like coming out of you today?
It's purely set up so that it's set up to be seen for reasons I'm not going to get into, in ways that I'm not going to get into. It's set up to be found, and people
clearly fucking not by my subs. Jeez.
are going to see it and recognize me, and it's fake because I didn't actually stick my middle finger up in a picture to anybody. It's fake, and they're going to see it, and they're going to see, 600 some videos. They're going to think it's from one of those videos. It's not. Look how sick this is.
Are there any other channels covering you, Harlan? Because I'm not aware of one of them. It's your channel and it's my channel. And my coverage is like sparing at best.
And yeah, I reported it to YouTube, but nothing happened. And I said it's about me. Nothing happened. Now there's...
Oh, Harlan. Maybe I should port your fucking channel.
The whole issue of why my channel only had 25 subscribers for 5 years and like 200 videos. Could it be to do with building an open source YouTube clone? See,
but that would be pussy level, and I would accept that would be pussy level, and it's not in keeping with what I would do. So no, I won't.
Different people in big tech dislike me for different reasons. I'm a threat to different people for different reasons, different companies for different reasons.
Oh, maybe I'm shielded now. Like I am, like, so they know I have a Harlan agenda, and it's like, well, he's trying to appeal to YouTube and say, look, this is ongoing harassment. And YouTube's like, well, Harlan, guess what? You're blacklisted, bitch.
Different teams for different reasons. And everyone can just look the other way if there's some misconduct. So I don't have too much faith that any moderation system is going to protect me. But nevertheless, it's more effective than going on and leaving a comment. Because half this channel...
Ugh. Just so sad.
Channel is about the logistics of not having, the ability to work above certain levels of Maslow's hierarchy. But then people see, oh, he's making a video every day. Oh, he has a car. Oh, he's fine. Oh, he's more than fine. He's a fraud. He's a scam artist. Yada yada.
I can't say that thought has not come across my mind, Harlan, honestly.
So like having this channel really can't help me because no one will listen to a homeless person who they know is homeless. And then I look to...
There's plenty of homeless channels that are actually really, really interesting, that I actually really enjoy. And like, there was nothing about it that I'm like, oh, this guy seems sketchy, or like I'm skeptical about it, because these channels are like very authentic and like candid invites into their life and their daily routine, and it like reflects on what actually being homeless today means for most people. Your situation is like really abstract and very like peculiar, and you're a curiosity in a YouTube zoo, Harlan. That's what you are. Like, people don't really get it, and you can explain it away for another 7 years, it still won't make sense.
Too beat up and janky to actually be a not homeless person because I'm that strapped for resources. So,
well, you don't present as a very typical homeless person. You are actually quite well manicured there. You look, the beard's on point. The clothes are a bit ratty, but it is what it is. But all in all, I wouldn't blink twice if I saw you on the street.
So we're at 19 minutes.
Ah.
Looks like we're using the right mic. And yeah, I mean, I'm just
Yeah, mic check, mic check.
out here. Here's another video. I'm still, well, I'm committing code for all my apps. I'm getting it back to a clean working slate. And yeah, I mean, hopefully this channel clipping stuff will work out pretty soon, and the format of the channel can finally get a refresh. Yeah, it's really wild watching how this stuff is going down. So thanks for joining, and hopefully.
Um, Thank you, Harlan. Look, if anyone out there gets anything of usefulness out of Harlan's channel, to whatever that means, I don't know if he actually produces anything like tangible. Like, can you download it? Can you maybe you can get it off like GitHub or something? He was very impressed that he went to GitHub HQ or like hung around somewhere near there. If Harlan's channel helps you get through your own homeless situation, I am not going to disrupt your process. I am not going to bemoan the fact that Harlan helps you. It's the idea is that he thinks that he can come onto an open platform like YouTube and feel like no one can actually interact with any of his content. Like he's immune from any open discussion or criticism or even positivity. It's like it all has to exist within a void. Why don't you? I mean, my feeling is like at this point, just unlist the videos, make them private. So if you just want to put it out into the world, this is your therapy. So be it. Like I won't, I won't bemoan the fact that you would like to just talk to a camera for a little while, get your thoughts out. But if you feel like it's nefarious actors and astroturfed channels are coming after you in these ways that you can't handle or you don't like, then I would suggest maybe making these videos private so you can insulate yourself even more from any criticism or any you'll just exist in your own YouTube cave. All right, that's Harlan. He's on a report mission against yours truly. You know, look, I will be devastated if I lose my channel of 300 subscribers I've built up earnestly and hard with no great corporate backing except, you know, let's just say Jeff B slipped me a few notes under the door the other night, and maybe Mark Z comped a few things for me on the weekend. All right, guys, till next time. I wonder if Harlan will respond, but he doesn't want to interact. Like, he's already said it. It's like there's no point interacting with these channels. It'll only signal boost them in the algorithm, and another multi-billionaire and another, you know, Silicon Valley megacorp will just further fund this slander campaign. All right, till next time. All right, Chuck, I think that went pretty well, don't you think?
Awesome. Yeah, no, thanks for having. I love this conversation. It's
Yeah, it was a good video. Do you think you can get me an open table at Nobu tonight? Probably a table for two. I'm bringing my mistress. Yeah, so we'll keep it on the down low. Keep it on the quiet.